Hey, good morning. Welcome to Erie Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Well, SHTF is fast approaching. You have decided to stay in your castle that you've worked so hard to purchase. You have a mortgage and a family, and you say, we're staying here no matter what, and we're going to make a go of it until we can't. Well, my friends, if you don't have a plan B or C, you're making some serious bad calls. But let me see if I can offer you at least a little bit of advice. And if you are in an HOA, you just might as well dig a hole in your backyard that you're not allowed to do and bury yourself in it. Get out of there. But for those of you that say, I'm in a nice neighborhood and nothing's going to happen, well, wait till it does, and then you'll see how your decisions affect you. But in the meantime, out here in rural America, I am preparing for an SHTF by adding force multipliers, meaning they are just like this, sandbags, 5 high, 25 of them, full of paving sand. The bags, 50 of them, cost $55. 1.5 cubic yards of sand was $35 as of 2020, and I built this put them on a pallet. The pallets were free. Put them on there. Paving stones and cinder blocks were free from an auction. I just cleaned it off the guy's land, and you can move those around, whatever you want to do. And I put myself right there, a force multiplier. I guarantee you a 50 cal round will not go through that. It may come across the top and shatter those, but it will not go through those bags. It'll stop at the second bag. Same with any other round, 7 millimeter, 5.56, 7.62. Pistol rounds won't even go through one. All right, so you set yourself up one of these, a force multiplier. You can hide behind it on all 4 sides and return fire to the bad guys that want to rob your palace. So say this is my gun. I live out in the woods. I can hide behind here, kneel behind here, and return fire while the bad guys are climbing up a hill and trying to find a tree big enough to hide their fat ass. All right, so I can return fire, minimizing my danger and chance of wounding. But you don't have these, but you do have a garden. So here's another option. Window well units. As you can see, I use these right here to grow food. These are thornless blackberries full of dirt. Not ideal. However, you fill that up to top with your dirt. You can also kneel behind this and then have a safe place to hide and return fire, or just hide. Again, you're making yourself and your garden a defensive garden as well as growing food, a multi-place, multi-purpose garden. Let me move around here a second. All right, so you know a raised bed garden is not big enough to hide behind, so it serves its purpose. However, you say, hey, honey, I want to add some force multipliers, and she looks at you like, what? And you go to explain how you want to save her and the kids and everything else like that. So you're going to go to your tractor supply store. You're going to buy one of these cattle watering bins. I think this one's like $99. Fill it up with dirt. You could still kneel behind that. Bullets will stop in the dirt. All right, that's a force multiplier. And again, there are bigger ones, which I highly recommend. And again, you put them in a strategic place to hide behind. This one here is much larger. I think this one was in the $150 range, and filling it up with dirt was probably another $100, but it lasts forever. All right, so you're adding defensive measures to your garden as well as growing food. You decided to stay there, make the best of it. Again, corrugated window well units, steel, not corrugated, I beg your pardon. Steel window well units, they've switched over to plastic now. place them in a strategic location. You could still hide behind these. If you don't grow vegetables, you can grow flowers. You're not going to be able to defend your home and survive when the street is 80 feet away from you. Your neighbor is 50 feet right next door to you. You are not safe in your house. A 22 mag, will go right through that drywall and kill you. So if you don't have a place to leave, like many people don't, say, I have no idea where I'm going, I'm just going to head out to the country and hope for the best, you're taking your chances there. But if you say, I'm staying and I'm defending myself, I'm going to do this, and I have my own group, we're going to make it a defensive garden as well as a growing garden, then by all means, get yourself some sandbags. I'm not sponsored or anything else, but those are the best ones I found out there. Spend the $50 plus the $30 in sand and start filling these up. Put them on a pallet, back your house, cover them with, a tarp, and hope you never have to use them. But if you do, they will be there for you. Just 2 sandbags will stop most of your handgun and a 5.56, 7.62 round. 2 of them back to back. You could stack these inside your house if you had to, because you decided you wanted to stay in the city or in the suburb. You're gardening, she says, we're not having sandbags out here. We're not crazy people. Then you get yourself some of these and say, honey, I'm going to make you a flower garden, or I'm going to grow some blackberries or strawberries or whatever. You fill that with dirt, put it in a strategic location where you think the bad guys may come from, kneel behind it, take your chances. All right, I just wanted to give those ideas to you. You can multitask, multi-purpose your garden into a force multiplier to save your ass in an SHTF. Hope that you found this helpful. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Please continue to do so. Greg out.